What's going on to all of my Libras? So you have the King of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, King of Swords, Two of Cups, Ace of Cups, Nine of Swords, Six of Cups, okay, Knight of Cups, Seven of Cups, and the Four of Swords. Forgive me if I got to look down at these cards. Obviously, they're new. I never used them in tarot readings before, so prior to this batch. But the King of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, the King of Swords. The King of Pentacles is a person that is very much so aware of what's going on around them. Two of Cups, Ace of Cups. Okay, so you Libras had to walk away from a particular situation because you were aware that they didn't necessarily have your best interest in mind. Somebody really didn't have your best interest in mind like that, the way that they made it seem like they did. The King of Swords, right, is about how you were trying to make things work with them, but eventually it turned out to not be a very good combination between you and them. The Two of Cups and the Ace of Cups represents because you tried to make it, like I said, you tried to make it work, the Ace of Cups. Now you've potentially, you moved on to somebody else, right? You've moved on to Two of Cups, the Ace of Cups. You moved on to somebody else. And then for the ones who haven't moved on, who haven't necessarily gotten anybody, you still are not going back to this other person. You know, one of the people that you used to date, one of the people that you used to know. The Two of Cups and the Ace of Cups represents because there's something going on with, you have something going on between yourselves and somebody else. And then you have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is that this is, you know, the Ace of Cups is that your cup is full. You're thinking about the kind of interaction or the relationship that you could potentially have with this person. Can't call it a relationship yet because it's not enough time and experience have passed, right? But you're thinking about the kind of relationship that you can have with somebody new, with this person. The Nine of Swords, right? The Nine of Swords represents the Nine of Swords represents you kind of thinking about this drop off. You know what I'm saying? The way that the picture implies that, you know, this person essentially, you know what I'm saying, like let's paint a picture. Right, the Nine of Swords, the Six of Cups, because the information, you know what I'm saying, rushes in. The Nine of Swords, the Six of Cups, somebody from the past keeps trying to hit you up, keeps trying to call you, they're texting you, and it's like you're literally doing everything that you can to not have to exist or hang out with this person any longer, and it just seems like every single time there's always a situation for you where this person just can't seem to leave you alone for the rest of your life. As you can see, the mermaid is clawing to get at this individual, trying to climb the cliff, trying to climb the stones to get at this person. You understand what I'm saying? And the Six of Cups represents the person that I'm talking about from the past. How this person, and look at how worried the person looks on the card, holding their head, watching, looking off of the cliff. That represents the people that used to date, and how it is that they don't ever do right. They don't ever have any kind of right. They can't do right by you, but at the same time, it's like they have a serious problem when it comes to live and let live and letting people go. You know, the Knight of Cups now represents, but then you have this other person. You have this Knight of Cups, this other person who is the person that you're getting to know, All right. And this person is paying attention to what's going on, right? Potentially paying attention to this ex that essentially keeps trying to get their foot in the door of trying to get back in the house. And then things that the Seven of Cups and the Four of Swords is about, because the Four of Cups is about how and the Four of Swords is about because they put in, they're looking up towards a potential relationship, like I said, with you, this new person that you're talking to, right? That you moved on to begin to talk to. And this is really about how, since this is the case, the Four of Swords, right? The Four of Swords is that they're playing it in the cut. And what I mean when I say they're in the cut, I mean there are people, the people that you're getting to know, they're not stressing the situation. What they're doing is they're paying a close attention to the relationship dynamic that you Libras got going on with this person that won't leave you alone. And they're not minding, they're not scared of the other person, right? Because especially if you Libras don't want these type of people in your life like this, you're going to continue to keep on pushing. You're going to continue to keep on moving. So when these people try to show up, right, Six of Cups, when they try to come back into your lives, this person, right, that represents this Knight of Cups, they're going to be looking at it like, okay, let me observe what's going on. Obviously, they're not necessarily going to let anything particularly happen as far as, anything too drastic happen. But they're just paying attention, like, oh, such and such got old such and such that won't leave such and such alone. Oh, word. And that goes on both sides. That goes on either side. So the Four of Cups is also about, like, you Libras looking up at this, hoping that, this doesn't ruin what it is that you have. Because this Knight of Cups is looking down into the cup, right? And this mermaid is looking up at the light, up at the light from the water, from the sea floor, right? So if you pay attention to it, they connect in that regard, because one is looking down, one is looking up. So what I'm saying here is that it doesn't matter what this ex got going on as far as not taking no for an answer and wanting to come back and wanting to, not leaving you alone. As long as you Libras keep pushing, you don't care about what it is that they've got going on as far as the ex, and you move on with your life, stuff like this, that ex can't really say anything to get you to come back. So the Four of Swords represent here that for some of you, you Libras, this is about being put on ice. And what I mean by that is that it's not well, let's actually clarify this just to make sure about this. So if you're finding value within this reading, then it means it's time for you to come get a personal reading from me. There's a link in the comment section called a link tree. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website in which all of my social media outlets are there, and ways that you can financially support me, from the books that I have that are on Amazon, my Instagram. So I just want to say thank you. So all right, so let's clarify the Four of Swords. Ace of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Wands, Six of Swords, right? The Ace of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. This person who's trying to come back, get themselves in the relationship again. These are people that, ultimately, they're really only as powerful as your ability to defend yourself and how much attention the two of you really give them. Because as long as the two of you, or one of you at the very least, know how to defend themselves well enough, and you're not really giving too much attention to the person the goofy individual who wants to, who acts like they're so powerful, but can't seem to go on about their own business. As long as that happens, this is a situation for you Libras where a lot of y'all really have to make the decision about, are you going to allow this person who is dysfunctional and goofy to come back in and stuff like this and stress you out, or are you going to continue to move forward? Because importance go wherever it is that your attention goes, So this is why it is that you have to really mind your attention. When it comes to, people who say stuff about me or whatever, I don't care about those people. As long as I know for a fact that I'm not compromising who I am, I don't care. They see, the delusion is they want me to care so bad. And it's like, listen, you got the wrong person. I don't care. I don't care as much as you think I do. If you say that I care like that, then why is it that I'm so able to have a philosophy, a way of life that the way of life is I don't hold on to anything or to anyone too tightly, and I practice what it is I'm talking about if I cared about you or cared about the situation so much. So anybody who's trying to, talk to me like, oh, this, that, and the third, their delusion is shining through. You obviously got something going on, because I don't care that much to the point where I am willing to allow a person who has shown and who has told me that they not interested, they goofy, they into playing games, that I still desire them, and they're my weakness and all that. It's like if you're my weakness so much, then why is it that I moved on? And that's the same type of mentality that a lot of you Libras should have, or you could have, because your importance goes wherever it is that your attention goes, right? If you pay so much attention to people who talk and stuff, obviously they're deliberately misinterpreting it because they goofy, because they're attention starved, because they're desperate for attention the way that they are. Then obviously you Libras are gonna be like, oh, you're gonna try to jock for your position, defend your position. But what happens when you don't care? What happens when you stop fighting? What happens when the person swings their sword, so to speak, or the person is trying to fight against nobody? This is why it is I tell y'all that, you have to worry, you have to be very clever, and you have to be very aware of when people are playing games, because people doing a bunch of stupid stuff to get your attention, right? The way that this X is doing, or tried to do, and it failed. You have to be mindful of that stuff, because games only work if you participate. If you, with a calm head, of a mind that is at peace, pay attention to the situation, and you look at it, you'll realize you don't have to participate in the nonsense that they got going on. And then see, this is where the Wheel of Fortune, you taking your own power back, comes into play. You can either decide to play someone else's game, or you can have someone play your game. Have someone play your game, because if you tripping out about this person's situation, the two of y'all will end up, oh, nah, I get it. The two of y'all will end up breaking up. If you paying so close attention, like, oh, this, that, and third. But the thing is that the Queen of Wands and the Six of Swords represents this person who is the intruder. This person is trying to elbow their way into what you and this other person has got. And that can really only happen if you allow this person to mind your business, to mind the two of y'all's business, if you allow them to. Because this is one of the reasons why back in the day when I was when I was younger, I used to be real Leo with it. I would tell, people, stuff like this. I don't do stuff like that anymore. You know why? Because people goofy, people weird, They gonna do weird stuff like they around here, they getting whoever it is that they want, they doing this, they doing that, they doing the other. Soon as I go ahead and I get somebody who I'm talking to, now all of a sudden it's like they trying to go to the person who I'm getting to know, trying to date, that I'm bringing around, talking about why you hanging out with such, talking about this. And it's like, yo, let the person make a decision for themselves. Why are you all up in the person's ear? This is why it is that I hate that blocking, because you going, you something wrong with you if that's what you're doing, if you blocking, and you know what I mean, because you gotta go out of your way to try to elbow in. Why you hanging out with such? Why you hanging out with such? Why are you in that person's ears? The better question. Why don't you mind your business? So for me, I could have somebody. Right? Stuff like this. I'm not going to put this person on social media and parade this person too much like that, or any of that type of stuff, right? This person could be over here for all of this that y'all know, just not saying anything. And that's my point, because it's not about trying to, you know what I mean, showboat, stuff like this. I'm not showing off what I got, period. I learned my lessons. I've been there. I've done that. To clarify the Six of Cups, right? To clarify it real quick, the Three of Swords, this person's heartbroken and they want to get their foot back in the door because they want to come back now that you Libras are good with this other person. Six of Wands, the High Priestess, right? The Page of Pentacles, this person was either stalking you through social media, or this person, you know, this person just thinks that it's too much time that gone by for you to not give these people attention. So here they are trying to stir up controversy again. Here they are. The Six of Wands, right? Them getting on your nerves always works. So what do? They're gonna appear. It's New York, and it's getting warm out here, so you know what that means. Partying. So this means that they think that they can appear out of nowhere. So overall, Libra, what I'm seeing here for you is that don't let anybody get in between the two of y'all's relationship. If the two of you end up breaking up or end up staying together, either way, it should be the decision between the two of you. Nobody else should have that much decision making or that much importance in your life where you can move on to a whole brand new relationship, and the person that you don't even date anymore, however long, is coming back, literally making decisions and pointing the finger. Nah. So don't let anybody try to play you. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. I'm trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subscribers by the end of June. Smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. I'm on 5,610. Love y'all.